to get it. I really like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I didn't finish it, however, and then I was researching what this game was. Um, it's different. Apparently, it's not as like JRPG story driven, and it's a little bit more open world, and you create your own character. So I really don't know what to expect. I'm gonna jump in and see what it's like. I mean, everything that I've seen about it looks really good. Put this in for more sound. Looks like a tapestry or a old page out of a book. It looks like fabric though. Floating in space. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Here we go. And I'm really a fan of sci-fi futuristic JRPGs. I mean, the Xeno Saga, that was all Saga. All the ships were flying in a grid,
July
kind of like how
2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed. Its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
create a baddie. Let's turn her into a baddie. Let's see what options we have. And that's cute. Oh, this is Power Diva right here. This seems pretty nice. What does this look like? Sailor, you're into this. I like this. I like her hair. What's that look like? Sweet, cute. Let's go with this. Let's go with medium size. Skin color. Let's go with freckles. Defined cheekbones. No. We've got some normal blush. Let's go plain. Ooh, stars. That's a lot of character. Let's do like Sub-Zero's color. That actually looks cute, so you can see that. I'll go with that one. I didn't expect that. Moles. Almost. Alright, so I could do the hair a little bit more. Oh, it keeps the color of it on. I like this too. This just says, I'm working, I need to take care of business. I'll go with that. Tips color.
I've lost my balance.
We're gonna do great. We did great. What? What? Shall we then? Let's get on with it.
Let's go. They staggered me. They staggered me.
Huh? Nice job. Here we go.
Hey! Huh? It's a pleasure.
What do you say? Huh? What do you say?
All right, let's do it. Shall we?
Ugh, I hate losing my Let's get on with it. Hello? I've lost my balance.
I like that.
What?
Does it go with her?
Huh? 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 Hey there. Hey there. Huh?
Let's do that. No.
So what if you staggered me? Here we go.
Baddie ready.
Attention, external
Go.
access confirmed.
I wonder if you
Disengaging
can change
stasis
your
in 10 seconds.
appearance
7,
after.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm also glad that it didn't have like a million options, or I would be there forever. And does anybody else do that when the character creation is like so robust, and you're just in there like for an hour making a character? Too much sometimes.
Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Shoot. Let me update this. I didn't update this.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece. Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you.
Updated.
My name's Elma.
My stream
You want to tell me
info.
yours?
It'll be fine.
You don't even remember your own name? Must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Hammer. Man, I really don't know. I'll just name her Di, short for Diana. Or just put the whole thing. I'll name her after my mom.
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
Not much.
It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move? We'll
Well, I
take
got
it
up,
easy
didn't
while you
I?
shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon. There
That's
you
pretty
go.
good.
All right, let's get going.
Yeah, this looks really good. Monolith Soft does an amazing job pushing the Switch to its limits. If you've ever stumped about where to go next, be sure to check nearby places marked with an exclamation mark. Doing so should reveal the way forward, though an occasional excursion off the beaten path never hurts. You know what they say about all work and no play after all. Places marked with an exclamation mark. This controls pretty good. Camera. Oh, it's stormy out. What's this? I mean, look at her armor. Where do I get armor like that?
Most of the White Whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky
Oh.
few.
Is there somebody dead in there?
Right. You don't even remember the White Whale, do you? You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway.
Oh, I can't remember if it said how long were we in space.
Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells?
No, not yet.
Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget.
Ugh, a giant
I know.
bug.
It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Just give me a gun. Initiate combat by targeting enemy, then drawing a weapon. Now, what do you say? Give it a whirl. Targets R button. Draw weapon while targeting. After you draw the weapon, it automatically resets the circuit frequency, but only as long as you keep the enemy within your weapon's attack range. Assault hammer. Arts special abilities. Cooldown to use it again. It's pretty safe.
destroyed. Move in and strike.
Okay, how?
Flame grenade!
That was good to finish it off with. Oh, it's gonna take some getting used to. I haven't played a
You're not
Xenoblade
half
for
bad.
a while.
There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know. Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Advanced Iron Blades. Soul voice prompts are instructions, suggestions, or requests that the party members call out and repeat a battle. Successfully responding to them triggers very useful bonus. When an ally issues a soul voice prompt, arts on your palette which match the prompt color will be highlighted. If you use an art that's highlighted, you will succeed in the prompt. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna remember to do that, but that's part of the process. Oh, what's in this lifeline? What are these things that it wants me to target?
Shadow strike!
Flame grenade!
Slide! Slinger!
Assault fire! And don't miss!
Slide!
This tries to keep everyone
To close
safe.
range combat!
Flame grenade! Fire! Don't miss!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Realm armor!
Upper hand. Nice job. Nice work.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get used to this battle. This battle system. Just trying to get into the menu, but I can't, so I can't get into it yet.
Attack at range! Follow my lead!
Target in sight. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike.
Nice job!
Nice work.
These things are sleeping, let's leave them alone. get.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Am I? What is that? Oh, perfect. We'll have the weather's clear. Now we can actually see where I'm going. It's like a hammerhead brontosaurus type thing.
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
The music's happening. It's really good.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart,
Why not?
but it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Jump down and get ourselves killed. Certain amount of enemies attack as they detect you. You can tell enemies detect the type of the icon looks their name. Not aggressive, no icon. Will not attack unless you attack it. Visual will react when you enter its field of vision. Okay, with that little eye icon. Auditory will react when you wander too close to it. Okay, sound icon. If we want to reach the habitat before sundown, we'll need to pick up the pace and start sprinting. Springing's good for times when you need to get somewhere in a hurry. Or when you need a break, get out of there. Okay, I was wondering. R plus B. Okay. sir. That's the white whale.
Sir!
If you fall off the compact, just head east until you reach a habitat trying to make board type things. Whoa, sprinting and jumping. This is a big old jump. I guess just traversing the planet. Hey, this big thing is level 2. Oh no.
Oh, great.
Oh no. No. Is it like still on my tail? Should I try to fight one of these things?
It begins.
But they're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike. Slide dice. Move in and do some damage. Scream edge.
How do I do melee?
Upper hand. Slide attack. Dent in 'em. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow strike. They're tough. Catch me up. Roll harder. Slide. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Scream edge. Upper hand. Nice job. Nice work.
Well, I almost died. Let's do these Wonder Woman jumps here. This music kind of, the percussion, the drums, reminds me kind of the Velt in Final Fantasy VI.
It never hurts to get a little stronger.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside.
Oh no.
Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
No. You're gonna have to do it slowly. Weapons you use are fun or split between melee and ranged until you can switch between them with the X. Oh, that was one. parts with her associated with the weapon you're currently wielding will continue to pull down even after they're ready to use. This is called secondary. Parts use at full secondary.
It didn't have to be like this. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Sliding slinger! Scream edge!
Trying to do a melee attack, but
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat. Upper hand. Sliding. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
alright, I am.
Early bird. Sliding. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Right at! Back off! Use melee attacks! I can't keep this up.
Shadow strike. It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife.
Is there a
Luckily,
place
some
that-
species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line.
Girl, I gotcha.
All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
More survival show. Take that. Classes. A character's class defines their fighting style, dictating the weapons that they use, as well as parts. Okay, so when I get the hang of this more, I can choose a class and a fighting style that suits me. These vehicles. Some gears.
Thanks.
Oh, hello, you must be the new friend that Colonel Alma mentioned in her report. Having just woken up after all that time, I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Unfortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you'll need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to the good work you guys killing monsters that were causing all that trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive the inconvenience. Please understand. Oh, I go up the stairs. Elevator is ready for use. Active. Get the view here. Get all that. Music is great.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
NLA. Oh.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees.
Some parks at the front.
Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira. Come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift,
Oh yes.
heading into the
Looks like a
unknown.
little strip.
Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Sure, I have to keep living to see the future. This intro and this setup kind of seems like an MMO RPG. Maybe that's why people don't like it, because it's kind of MMO style. Which I don't love, but I don't hate either MMORPGs.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your
I
memory?
mean, I played some Final Fantasy 14.
Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
But there's just so much stuff to Final Fantasy 14. So
Brave
much.
citizens of New Los Angeles, good day.
That could be.
This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago,
all
ma'am.
brothers and sisters, I stand here truly humbled and
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
NLA and a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Well, I guess it makes sense to announce when you find some people and rescue them and bring them in.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
This one of the survivors, ma'am?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
Yeah, why Mr. Evans?
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
I need some new clothes. I need to look as cool as they do. Diana, welcome to New Los Angeles, Chapter 1 in progress.
There you are.
He's found asleep in the light pod. I heard you faced a lot of indigents out there. It's like you rolled out of bed and onto a battlefield. Look, I'm no specialist, but if I were you, I'd worry that I pushed my body too far. You should head over to the administrative district for medical checkup, or at least some rest. You intended to me out of your hair, but it can wait until you take care of yourself. Girl, I feel you on that. There was a law, and I didn't know how to do anything.
Hey!
This package is not so I don't know how to do myself.
Whew.
I wanted to watch my back or not answer to me. There's a scout. That futuristic armor has heals. It's pretty stylish. Oh. The heck? Oh, who's that? I need to stop using that word. My neighbor has baddie in her license plate, so I custom license plate, and it annoyed me when I first saw it. I was like, baddie. Okay.
Damn it!
Who shot him down? Or did it explode? Alright, his suit looks pretty cool.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt. Hey, look at that. The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's?
Why you say it like that? You know who's.
I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
pretty young to...
She's 13. And I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Changing party members. You can change your active party composition from the main menu. Active members. There you can select allies from reserve and add them to your active party or swap them around. Please note there are times when you may not be able to change members. Okay, so I got... Hey, come on. Let's all go. Let's make it a party. Nice. Are we done? Oh, hey. People wear regular clothes? I mean, that kind of looks like a Star Trek dress. But, I mean, not everybody wears armor. There's like regular people. I wonder if there's just like regular people that don't, are not in the military. Oh, the transport. I was trying to like take my party out in battle. Guess I can't do that yet.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing,
That's a nice
housing,
little
and
residential.
more housing. Well,
Reminds us
plus
of
a nice
home.
park and the cathedral.
I've heard.
If you're ever looking
Of the
for quiet
suburbs.
time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for
Oh, I
scout
don't get to
maintenance
live in
and
the
repairs.
residential district. I'm like automatically come to work for
And this
the
concludes
military.
our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Wait, those are what? The administrative district, commercial district, residential district, and industrial district.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not
Have to
keep
make
them
a
waiting.
report and everything. I guess it's a big thing.
The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
What am I supposed to do?
Listen,
You gonna let me in? Can I go under there?
hey,
Sir! Here's what I know.
The officers are aware that not all employees in this office are on board with director policies, but the more we allow our ideals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation becomes. Hopefully some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually, and you've got the look of someone who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready to be that opportunity, let me know and I'll assign you something important. Okay, thanks.
Really? I'll use this strength to keep everyone safe.
Hey Regina.
Well,
working hard? Ah,
Am I right?
hey! What?
We got the same outfit
Well.
on. Oh my god, girl, you almost look like me with not as nice hair. After homophobic balance, have come to resent all xenoforms. But as a scientist, I'm always eager to see examples of life forms who have acquired intelligence through a different evolutionary path. From what I understand, they found ruins throughout the planet that suggest intelligent life existed here previously. I will always relish opportunities to encounter the unknown about you. Yeah, me too.
Hey,
here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Is this Chauncey?
Secretary Nagi!
Oh, Secretary.
Miss
Nagi.
Koo. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Oh, tea sounds nice. I got me some Mullen tea. Mullen, lemon, something else tea. I haven't tried it yet. I should make me some tonight.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
Seems
My
pretty
thoughts
settled
exactly.
for 2 months.
Well then, where should we begin?
Ask how we ended up on Mira. Ask for more information about Blade. Ask about registration.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth.
Oh,
Quite fitting, I think.
yeah, it's pretty
It's a
literal.
relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
The Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers, and of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
It started at the end,
Don't register.
2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
Oh.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space.
Okay,
Two
so it's
hard
2
years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Oh god. I know how he feels where your own voice annoys you because you've done too much talking. I'd be like that sometimes at work. too much talking, communicating, and then when I come home, I just don't even want to talk anymore sometimes. Take a guided tour of the Blade Administrative District with Lynn and Alma and learn about life as a member of Blade. Track this mission? Oh, okay. It's not something I can leave the Blade Barracks. Press to display navigation panel at the bottom right. This will show when you can press to toggle that. Squad tasks, material tracking, segment recon, story mission. Okay. Let's keep that up right now because I've been doing too much at work and I need to stay focused. I need to be kept on track.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
Oh, I'm special?
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that Skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. What? You don't remember what a Skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever.
Just call it a mech. It's a mech.
Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, just... I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology.
So that's how they made all the progress so fast.
I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over. So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Scout console. Where is that? There we go.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Oh, I like the way it
Apology accepted.
blurs.
Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley. Hey. So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell?
Yeah, I want one.
Huh? Oh, right, the door. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Hey!
Where are we going? Blade Tower. Oh, now I can go in.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Chassan.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
You received a guided tour, got some experience points, reward money. just woken up, so you must be feeling pretty hazy. If you're confused about anything, you can check the tips. I bet you'll find some info there about monsters. I should treat them as your basic textbook for surviving on your own. Yes, let's save it. Alright. We'll take a break. I'll jump back on later. So we got through that big intro. I wonder when I'll be able to finally leave and go battle. Get a handle on that. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.